Hello, everybody. I hope you are keeping well. My name is Sarian Chibet, and if it is your first time here, this is a space that's all about growth, about personal finance, about investments, about growing your business, about growing in your career, growth. And I'm so passionate about it. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so you can get to see some of the other videos I've done. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much for coming back. I deeply, deeply appreciate you. So today I am excited because we're talking about Saccos. If you haven't joined one, please make sure that after this video, you will go to the websites of some of the ones that I've mentioned. And there's so much more that I will maybe not have mentioned today, because I'll give you a list of 10 that I have, found out about, talked to people about, have been highly recommended. And I cannot wait to share with you the list. So if you haven't joined one, please make sure you look at those. But if you are already in one that is not in the list that I will mention, please feel free to share, and so that we can all grow. And I have had such amazing stories from people who have financed their education through Saccos, their children's education through Saccos, have built their homes through Saccos, have started a business through their Saccos, have had emergencies sorted out because they were a member of a SACCO. So I will be sharing some of the reasons why you need to join a SACCO, as well as some of the top SACCOs in Kenya today, and as well as some tips on what to look at before you join a SACCO. So I am so excited, and I hope you are as well. So I've got my laptop. So we'll quickly get into our SACCO conversation today. And for those of you who are in a SACCO or you've heard about a SACCO, they're perhaps the best alternative to banking because they provide you with low interest rates if you're taking a loan, for instance, as well as high dividends. And the dividends basically will depend on the SACCO and where the SACCO is investing the money that you put in. Some of the best SACCOs in the country give quite some good dividends, especially also based on the savings that you have, which have made them a really popular choice among Kenyans who are looking for investment and investment opportunities. So let me just quickly talk about dividend and a deposit, and how, so that you can understand how you can make money on it. So basically, dividend is the money you receive from your SACCO out of the profits that the SACCO makes for a certain period. Let's say you get your dividend. Some SACCOs will give you twice a year, some quarterly, some once a year, depending on the policies that they have. So basically, if you have put in 10,000 shillings in the SACCO, when the profits are divided, then you will get a percentage based on what you have, what you've put in. And every member of the SACCO will get a dividend at the end of the year. So the more progressive your SACCO, the better investment decisions your SACCO makes, the higher the dividend you are going to make. And then you're also going to earn an interest based on the deposits that you have. So, it is really, really incredible, and I can't wait to also share with you some of the rates in terms of the percentages that some of these big SACCOs have earned their members in terms of dividends and deposits. So what are some of the things that you must absolutely look for when you're joining a SACCO? First of all, make sure that they are registered by SASRA, and SASRA is the regulatory body that basically takes care of SACCOs from a legal perspective. So make sure that they're registered by SASRA. When you go to their website, you can call SASRA and find out, is the SACCO registered? That's where you know your money is safe, your capital is safe, whatever your savings are safe. And then look at the membership. When was it formed? Is it membership that is big? If it's big, it really does show its credibility and that people trust it. So the older the SACCO is, the bigger its membership, and the more thriving the membership is, then the better for you as well. And then just go online and do your research, due diligence. Check on the news. What does the news say about these different SACCOs? Have there been scandals? Are there stories that are not ethical that you would prefer not to make a decision about the SACCO? So just do your due diligence. Ask around as well. There's almost always somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who is a member of a SACCO you're interested in joining in. So find out as much information as you can. Another thing which I would really like to stress on is, if somebody is promising you some ridiculously high returns, no matter how impressive it might sound, think twice before you do that. Because half the time, these firms that offer crazy dividends, or they'll tell you make an X amount in 1 month, usually there's something there that isn't completely right. So if it is insane, think twice. Another thing you need to think of when you are joining a SACCO is asking yourself, what do you want to achieve? Let's say, for instance, I want to build a house at the end of this year. I know that I need to finish paying for this property that I bought. And once that's done, I want to start with a foundation. So let's say the foundation will cost me between 300 and 700,000 shillings, depending on the kind of house that I want to build. So my initial goal would be to raise 700,000 shillings for starting my foundation. When do I want to build it? Let's say I want to start in December to put my foundation down. So that means I need to raise enough and then multiply that by 3, which is what my SACCO, for instance, will give me. So I'll need to raise enough. Let's say if I want to raise 600,000 shillings, I need to have put in at least 200,000 shillings by December. So I'll be able to apply for a loan to give me at least 700,000 shillings thereabout to put down my property. So there's so many things that you can think of, and depending on the SACCOs that you want to join, there's so much. There is school fees for children, there's junior accounts as well, where you can open a SACCO account for your children. You may want to travel as a group as well. Let's say you want to do Dubai in 2022, for instance. So you come in as a group and say, or on your own, and say, I want to save up for traveling. And there's many different SACCOs that will offer you that option. There is, emergency loans as well. So just look around and see what is it that you're looking for and what SACCO offers that particular offering, and begin to save towards that. And some of them have, as many as 15 or even 20 different products. So the more the products, and the better for you, because you're able to access so much more for that. So I'll quickly now get into the SACCOs. So number 1 is Bandari SACCO, and in no particular order. It's not top 10 like 1 to 10. It's just in no particular order. Bandari SACCO is the biggest in the coastal region, and it also is one of the 10 biggest SACCOs in the country by asset base. Bandari announced a payment of a dividend on share capital at a rate of 18%. And interest on members' deposit at 10%. So this is one of the top SACCOs that offered the most in terms of the returns on your dividends and the returns on your deposits. So if you're a member of Bandari SACCO, you got 18% on your dividends and 10% on deposit. All right, that's if you're in the coast, that would probably be one of the top SACCOs that you can look at. Number 2, Steamer SACCO. When I put out something on Twitter early this year, and on my personal finance journey this year, my plan was to join 2 SACCOs this year. So I've joined one. I'm looking for another one to join, and Steamer SACCO really came high on that on the recommendations list, so to speak. So it's one of the SACCOs that offers the highest dividends in the country. It was established in 1974. Remember what I said about, the age of a SACCO, and what that means is, comes with a lot of credibility, a lot of experience. So they really know how best to ensure that their members get the best. It has won quite a number of awards as well. And let's look at the interests that their members earned last year. On deposits, 10.7%, and on dividends, 17% on the share capital. And it has also been ranked as the best dividend-paying SACCO in Kenya in 2021. So Steamer SACCO is really way up there, and has been said to be one of the best in the country. Kimisitu SACCO is also came really high in the recommendations list on Twitter. It was formed in 1985 by staff from ICRAF. and it has grown over time. It has quite some interesting products as well. You can open an account for your children, and the minimum and opening balance is 500 shillings, which is quite good because then it's a lot more flexible. And remember, a lot of the SACCOs, yes, did start from an organization or from a business, but then they have grown into accepting members from different places. So be sure to check out their websites. Kimisitu SACCO is one of the ones that, a lot of people told me, look at Kimisitu. They have Makao Halisi, which is about real estate. So if you're looking to invest in real estate, they can help you there. Stress-free holiday savings as well. They have a holiday savings account with competitive interest rates. So have a look at Kimisitu. This Kimisitu, they say we go beyond 100% funding for your house project. So imagine how much easier then it is to actually build a house if you're a member of Kimisitu. Number 4, Nation SACCO, which is where I joined, the SACCO I joined in January of this year. And basically what I did, because you see, if you're employed, it's easier to, have a check-off system where you say, I'll put in X amount of everything I earn into my SACCO. So what I decided, because I'm a freelancer, and I earn my money based on the work that I do, every single invoice that I give or every amount that I'm paid, 10% of that, before I touch it, I send it to my SACCO. And yeah, so Nation SACCO is, especially if you're in the media and it's actually not just for media people. It did start out at Nation Media Group and has gradually, opened up to everyone. So it was formed in 1975. Registered with the main purpose of affording its members an opportunity to accumulate savings and deposits and providing them with credit facilities at a fair and reasonable rate. The society has 2 departments that offer diversified products. Nation SACCO graduated to a deposit-taking SACCO in March of 2020. They have a schools fee savings account. They have a Chama account. And on dividends, members earned 15% on dividends and 8% on deposits. That's in 2020. Number 5, Kenya Police SACCO. This was really a surprise, but I realized, I guess it's because I was not really investing in putting my money in SACCOs before. But when I put out the Twitter recommendation, there were so many people saying you need to look at Kenya Police SACCO. It was ranked the 2nd best performing SACCO after Stima SACCO. The SACCO membership is open to all people, and contrary to the SACCO name, because you'll think, it's just the police. No, it's open to everybody. It was registered in 1972, began operations in 1973. It has over 52,000 members and has one of the highest dividend and interest rates. Can you believe that? Members earned 17% dividends on share capital and earned 10.5% interest in 2020. So that's Kenya Police is really high up there and is one of the SACCOs that you can look at. And of course, because it's across the country, it's easier for you to reach it no matter where you are. Number 6, Hazina SACCO. It's open to government employees from parastatals, private organizations, private individuals, corporates, and chamas. Also one of the top SACCOs in the country today. Just feel free to go to their website and have a look. And remember what I said before. Just check and make sure you know what you're trying to save for. And once you know that, then you go back and work backwards from there. Find out how much do I need to save per month. Which of the SACCOs has the best offering for me? Because we're all saving for different reasons. You're investing, putting your money aside for different reasons. Number 7, Safaricom SACCO. This is one of the most innovative and one of the fastest growing SACCOs that I've actually seen. And I guess also because they really know how to handle their media communication. So there's a lot of information out there about Safaricom SACCO. They've also managed to do quite some great investments in real estate and so many other things. And I know because my chama is also, was a member of Safaricom Investment and has done some investments under the SACCO. So Safaricom is one of the ones you can look at. It started with a membership of 222 members, which were mostly staff of Safaricom. It now has over 12,000 members, mostly from Safaricom, other telecom companies, but there's also so many other individuals and companies that are members of Safaricom SACCO. Dividend payment was 12% on their savings. That's in 2020. It also has a junior account, which means you're able to open a SACCO account for your child and for somebody who's under the age of 18, which is incredible, because then you also learn to teach. They also get to learn about the importance of saving early and putting their money in a collectively, which usually earns you a lot higher interest than the banks, than the banks would. So make sure you have a look at Safaricom SACCO as well. They have a wide array of investments, especially in real estate, which could not only offer you good returns, but you can also have an opportunity to then own your own home. All right, and then we go to Mwalimu National. That's Mwalimu National is the largest actually in the country, with deposits worth more than 36.9 billion shillings. Of course, given its name, it was started out for the teachers, born on the premise that they are who they are because the teacher believed in them. They're the largest African SACCO, with membership drawn from teachers across Kenya. If you are a teacher and if you are in the education space, this is a SACCO that you must absolutely look at. They offer, of course, access, affordable financial services to teachers. So Mwalimu National is quite big, has been in the space for a very long time. They've made some bold moves. They even acquired some stake in Spire Bank. So that just tells you how far actually SACCOs can go. And then there's UN SACCO. Given its name, it started with members, staff of the UN. It's got an asset base of 9.7 billion shillings. The society grew from 131 members in 1975 to over 6,800 members in 2018. The society's asset base currently stands at 12 billion shillings. So that's a little correction. I'd said 9.7, but it's actually 12 billion shillings, with member deposits at 9.3 billion and a loan book of 8.29 billion shillings. So in a nutshell, those are some of the the SACCOs that I've looked at, and I would highly recommend that you just go out there and begin to look and imagine all these goals that you're thinking of. You're actually able to access them. Just make sure that you're in the right SACCO. As I've mentioned, make sure they're registered by SASRA. The information is on the SASRA page. Look at the membership. Is it thriving? Is it growing? Has it grown over the years? Look at the dividend payouts as well. Google them. See how much news there is about them. Is it good news? Hopefully it is good news mostly. Are they innovative? Are they investing in, thinking outside the box from an innovative perspective? And then remember, at the end of the day, what do you want to achieve? Think backwards from there and begin to think, how much am I going to save per month in order to reach this financial goal? So thank you so much for watching this video today. If it is your first time here, once again, please remember to subscribe, share the video, because I know the impact of saving. I know how important it is that we learn to save, no matter how much. Even if you're saving 100 shillings a day, or 500 shillings a week, or 500 shillings a month, whatever it is you're able to save, start doing that immediately. Find a SACCO that can accommodate what your budgets are. Find a SACCO that is flexible, that is agile, that is innovative, and let me know what you think. And if you do join a SACCO, let me know as well. And if you are in a SACCO and you're ready to share the information, maybe I did not mention your SACCO and you're happy to, please do so. All right, goodbye until the next one. We'll see you, and remember to subscribe. Bye-bye.